Put your pitchforks down, guys! It's actually pretty good, but not phenomenal. But how can I describe the very first episode of the new Pokemon Sun and Moon anime? Well, let me sing a song. Have you ever seen funny faces on the screen?
Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me.
Pokemon Ranger, I choose you!
What's up, guys? It's your Ranger Boy here, and I welcome you to the very first review of the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime. And like Ash, let's dive right into the Alola region with episode 1, Alola, the starting island, the starter Pokemon. My first impression of this episode was that overall it was really enjoyable. I liked the tiny little story, new atmosphere, the characters, and of course the new Pokemon. The only thing I didn't got used to was the new art style, but I guess that's something we all will get used to while time is passing. But without any more hesitation, let's get right into the review. Let's start with episode 1, where our main protagonist Ash has entered the Alola region, and obviously he and Pikachu having some great time riding on a Sharpedo through the ocean while discovering new Pokemon like Pyukumuku. Luckily, after reaching the surface while making one of many funny faces, and after being scared by Bruxish with another funny face, for the very first time Ash is meeting trial captain and water expert Lana, who seems to be really friendly but at the same time really quiet. By the way, from now on I will count every funny face made in this anime, and by the time the anime ends we will see if we can reach 500 funny faces. But anyway, clumsy as he always is, he steps on a Litten who was just chilling at the beach, and of course there's no question that he deserves the Fennekin treatment. Unlike Litten, Sexy's Pokemother Delia is able to relax until Ash rushes to her and tells her about the amazing things he witnessed. And shortly after that, we are seeing a quick flashback of how Ash's mother won a trip to Alola. An interesting note, he left Pokeballs at Professor Oak, and I think the one missing Pokeball is actually Goodra, since Goodra has been left behind in the wetlands, which would mean that he still has the Ash Greninja ball. Well, at least I hope so. We also see that Ash has to take care of an egg as well. I'm quite interested of what kind of Pokemon that actually could be. Hopefully this will come up later, but for now it's shopping time! And this scene just shows that you can't let this guy alone, because he will run away without you noticing it. Reason for that, of course, a new Pokemon by the name of Grubbin, which according to the opening he will catch as well. Unfortunately not this time, since Grubbin is able to escape, and while chasing after it, Ash didn't really notice that Tapu Koko, the guardian deity, has his eyes on our clumsy hero and decides to test, or maybe tease, Ash by triggering Beware, a Pokemon which looks friendly on the outside but on the inside it's evil and after your balls. Reminds me of someone else. Luckily, Ash escapes that pedophilic nightmare, and above the sky he sees a fabulous Charizard, and he decides, yeah, I want to go where he goes. And suddenly he sees a beautiful building, which of course is the school, and then he sees this beautiful and fabulous amount of Pokemon. What? What? Did you thought I was talking about Lilia? Haha! But just like me, Ash also ignored Lilia completely, and therefore he got run over by some Tauros racers, which are of course the Wild Marlow, the Quiet Lana, and Fat Clement. I know, his name is Sophocles, but I can't help it, okay? And after Ash realized that the shy Lilia is scared of Pokemon, shortly after that he recognized Lana from earlier before, and then Marlow gives him a tour through the school. Marlow, you're cool and that's really nice of you, but back off! That guy's taken! And soon Marlow introduces him to Samson Oak. And oh shit, I have the feeling that he will raise the funny face counter to another level. I called it. And yes, I would do the same exact face. And after a short Skype call with Professor Oak, Marlow is leading our forever young boy to the classroom. But unfortunately, Ash can't really enjoy this beautiful landscape because he soon sees the Charizard rider from earlier, the passionate Kiawe, being bullied by Team Skull members who are after his Charizard. I mean, I really can't blame them, it's Charizard, enough said. But no need to worry, since our Kanto hero is there to support Kiawe, and before defeating all the Skull members' Pokemon, Kiawe's Turtonator is giving them the finishing blow with the so-called Z move, which in my opinion just looks like a move straight out from Inazuma 11. While fanboying all over the Z move, Ash then suddenly sees Tapu Koko, and after describing how it looks like, the surprised people around him are explaining that what he just saw was one of the guardian deities. Still not over everything he witnessed today, Ash can't help but smile all over his face. But his inner happiness soon gets disturbed by Tapu Koko himself, and after finally facing the deity face to face, he decides to give the speechless Ash a Z-ring with an electro crystal. Fully pumped after this fateful encounter, Ash thanks his mother for letting him stay in Alola, and of course Dahlia knew that sooner or later that would have happened. And after seeing Ash getting late to school, the episode ends. Wow, I actually got through this review and we got... What? So many funny faces already? Oh my god. But anyway, let's dive right into my impressions. For the first 2 episodes, I really don't want to give ratings because for now it's a little bit too early to judge the animation and I also have to get used to the art style. But I want to say that overall I was actually really surprised of how smooth the animation is and the battles are animated awesome. There's not really a story for now since the island trials haven't begun yet, but the characters already have some trademark personalities at the very beginning and I think that's cool. Well, besides Fat Clement. But one big issue I have with this series after watching the first 2 episodes is that they obviously want to make clear that this is a comedy and it shows. But in my opinion, all this comedy combined with the facial expressions of nearly everybody feels forced. It really feels forced. I hope they won't ride the comedy train 24/7 or else I don't know if I can watch that anime from beginning to end. But besides that, I overall had a very good impression of the Sun and Moon anime. It was pretty good, but it didn't have that phenomenal impact which XY had. But I have high expectations for this anime and hopefully their concept of story and character development will show more variety in the future. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this little review. Review of episode 2 will come soon and see you guys in my comment section down below. Bye guys!